What's going on, guys? It is the Real Josh Elliott with the I-70 hot tag, and we got something a little bit different for you today. We're not talking about local independent wrestling. Today, I'm going to talk about a championship belt that I recently had commissioned, and I'm going to do a review on it. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the I-70 hot tag, or even those who are, you guys know that Chase has had a few belts commissioned over the last few months, and he's had the I-70 hot tag title he's brought to many events. We just gave away an NWA United States Championship, the red strap. We gave that away. Congratulations to Tank on winning that again. But he's got the world heavyweight title. He's got a few different belts that he's had made over the last few months. And so there's been one specific title that I have always loved as a kid growing up. And, it's just one that, not many people have in their belt collection. If you look at, if you're a TikTok user or YouTube and you look at people who have extensive championship belt collections where they've got 30, 40 belts in their basement or in their display room, wherever they have the belts at. The belt that I just had created, you don't typically, and actually I've never seen this belt in a collection. So people always say I have a weird taste in belts. I just like to say it's unique. And we'll talk about that here in a second. I wanted to shout out the man who made this championship, M.A Championship Belts. Phenomenal work, does great job. He's done chases. He's done a couple of our listeners' belts. We've met a few people at Central States Wrestling events that's had belts made there. M.A Championship Belts. You can find them on Facebook, and they will give you phenomenal results on championship belts for a very good price. As you can tell in the background, this is not my first title. I did order the AEW World Tag Team title that I've had for probably 8 months now, but I bought that on Amazon. So the quality of that title, now looking at it on screen, it looks great. Taking it to wrestling conventions where they just kind of look at it, great. But when you compare it to an actual very well done championship, that is very low quality compared to this. So let's get into this. Again, like I said, I have a unique taste in belts. And as you can tell in the AEW title behind me, I think I figured out what kind of draws my attention to belts. And I believe it is the globe in the center. Every belt that I consider a fantastic design, the ones that I kind of gravitate toward, all have a globe in the center. So the AEW tag title was one that I purchased, and this one right here. So I'm going to say, not many people have this belt in their collection, at least not that I've seen. Now, I'm sure people are going to come flying into the comment section and tell me they've got it, and they're going to send me videos, and that's great. That's awesome. But here's one of my favorite belt designs of all time, and it was the WCW World Television Championship. This belt is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that shine. I got my ring light behind the monitor here, so it is just absolutely glowing right here. We'll kind of open this up a little bit and kind of show you the whole belt. But it is an absolutely great looking belt. You've got both of the side plates here. WCW logos. The leather on this thing is top tier, absolutely top tier. We'll take a look at the second side plate there. Got both wrestlers in there. Then you got the main plate, the World Television title, and then on the other side here. You can't get much better than this. You can take a look at the backside here, guys. And this thing weighs like it's 3 times as much as that belt back there. I'll grab it just for kind of reference. I mean, it is half the weight. And you can kind of see it's kind of flimsy here. Still, looking at it, looks good, but from a quality standpoint, this thing right here is 100 times better. Man, I am extremely happy with this. Like I said, one of my favorite belt designs, one of my favorite concepts as well. If you guys aren't familiar with the WCW television title, this specific belt design was introduced in the early 90s. The first champion to hold this specific belt was the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. And I know you can't see it, but right here, actually you can. Horseman Country. I met Arn Anderson. We were a sponsor. The I-70 Hot Tag was a sponsor for Central States Wrestling, Horseman Country. We got to meet him. He actually signed that AEW tag title that I have because he's an AEW, so I had him sign it. He brought his son Brock in, and it was a fantastic event. So very cool that Arn was the very first title holder of this specific belt. Little bit of history, man. This title was kind of the concept of this belt was a kind of a placeholder for heel champions. You had the World Heavyweight, the big gold in WCW. You had the WCW United States title. This was kind of the lower card championship, typically defended on a 10 to 15 minute time limit. Usually a heel champion would successfully retain the title due to a time limit draw. So it kind of drew heat. But I loved it, man. You had champions like, Booker T, you had Arn Anderson, you had, Ricky Steamboat held this belt. You had Steve Austin, a lot of great wrestlers held the WCW World Television title. So a little bit of history on this, like I said, is the most title reigns for this belt. If you take a guess, quick guess, give you a couple seconds, is the 5-time WCW heavyweight champion, Booker T. He held this belt 6 times. He was a 6-time world television champion, more than anybody else to ever hold the television title. The longest cumulative days, so total amount of reigns altogether added up, was the Enforcer Arn Anderson. He held the title 4 times, but for a total of 877 days. So Arn is you add all the days up, he is the most days held with the world television title. Longest single run is before he was known as Stone Cold. Steve Austin has the longest single reign. He won the title back on June 3rd at WCW Worldwide. Held it, it was June in 91. Lost it in April of 92 to Barry Windham on Saturday night. So overall, guys, I am super happy with this belt. M.A Championship Belt. Muhammad will hook you up. He will make you a belt, whatever you want, whether it's a WCW, WWE, AEW, ROH, whether you want to create your own design and your own belt. If you're creating a, your own wrestling promotion, if you're, just want to create something with your podcast logo like Chase did with the I-70 Hot Tag, he will hook you up. He will make fantastic belts. And if you don't believe me, look at Chase's belts. Look at this phenomenal television championship, and then go check out their Facebook page, M.A Championship Belts. He posts videos. He goes live. He posts pictures. He keeps you updated. When you order a belt, he will send you pictures of it and the progress of where it's at and the design and the creation process. I mean, I could not be more happy. This is awesome. I am extremely excited for this, and it's going to go right here, right next to that AEW tag title, forever, and it'll be on in the background of every I-70 Hot Tag and Pit Stop stream. Guys, the WCW World Television title, M.A Championship Belts. I will tag them below in the video. Go check them out. Love this belt. Let's go.